Another beautiful sunsets. Let's go find Sunset Lady for the Afterglow Show. Well, hello, Sunset Lady.
Well, hello there, Alex Whittier.
What is on your mind?
Well, I just took a peek at our Afterglow Show. We got one tonight,
Very
too.
nice.
And tomorrow is National Fried Chicken Day and National Air Traffic Control Day. Well, they need a lot of that this weekend. Everybody's flying around the country. And it's Umbrella Cover Day and Play Outside Day. And today is National Apple Turnover Day. I like those. And National Graham Cracker Day, National Workaholic Day, And I use these all the time in my drawings. It's Mechanical Pencil Day. And it's National Hawaii Day. They're the 50th state to join the Union. Okay, now for a couple of famous birthdays. In 1950, Huey Lewis, actor. They said former singer-songwriter, so apparently must have retired. Huey Lewis and the News he was with. And in 1958, William Boyd Watterson II, otherwise known as Bill Watterson, the cartoonist. And he's the one that did Calvin and Hobbes. And in 1995, Calvin and Hobbes ended cartoon poster. He did a poster cartoon, I guess, after that, for a documentary called strippedfilm.com. You can see that one there. It's a documentary with over 70 cartoonists discussing trade and the prospects in the 21st century. Now I have something different tonight. I usually do people, but for the seeing as I'm a cartoonist, I was cartoonist 13 years for the Englewood Sun Herald. So in honor of Bill Watterson, here's our birthday cartoon today.
So you drew this sketch?
Yeah.
Calvin and Hobbes by Watterson. Wow, it really snowed last night. Isn't it wonderful? Everything familiar has disappeared. The world looks brand new. A new year, a fresh, clean start. It's a magical world, Hobbes, old buddy. Let's go exploring. I'm not sure I was good on the voices there, but I read it all right. Recreated by, of course, our Sunset Lady, with love. Calvin Hobbes.
Yeah, he said the reason that he retired early, he said he'd said everything that he could think he was going to say, and he wanted to go out while he was on top.
Probably the same thing that Huey Lewis did.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so.
Retire early.
And they tried to get him to come back, but
the powers that be failed.
He never did. Oh, I'm in the wrong direction. I'm trying to find my page again. Here we go. I have to do a little bit of history now. Okay. In 1643, the first recorded tornado in the United States was in Essex County, Massachusetts. Now that's where we have our famous Woodman's fried clams. Speaking of fried clams the other day. Okay, I hope it didn't hurt them at all. Oh no, that's 1643, I don't think they were there then. They didn't even have clams then. Okay, in 1841, Thomas Cook opens the first travel agency. I was thinking 1841, it wasn't very long since they came over from Europe. You'd think they didn't want to travel unless they wanted to travel back for a visit back home. I don't know. Okay, now in 1934, Lou Gehrig hits his 17th career Grand Slam home run in a Yankees game, 8-3 over Washington. And he passes Babe Ruth's record.
There you go.
I didn't know that. Okay, the quotes I have tonight are from all Bill Watterson. He said, I think this one's for me too. God put me on earth to accomplish a certain number of things. Right now, I'm so far behind that I will never die. I think I'm on that path. I'm trying to live to be 103 like our Uncle Robert. We hope we have his genes. Okay, Bill also said, if people sat outside and looked at the stars each night, I'll bet they'd live a lot differently. And I was thinking, I used to be on Martha's Vineyard, and I used to go out and try to count the stars at night. It was so clear, you could see all the heavens, and it makes you realize how small you are and how big the universe is. I think people might live a little differently. That's like the people from India wrote in the chat, and our head mod, Gil, translated, and they were saying they were watching the sunrise over in India. And I said, we're watching the sunset here in Venice. And believe it or not, we're both watching the same sun. I thought all my years, I never realized that people were on the other side of the world could see the same thing I did.
It's a small world after all.
And that song, I said, now we know why Walt Disney played that song, It's a Small World. And I thought the world is just a small blue marble in a big universe. We should get along a little better in the world, like a family or something. Okay, I think I had another quote. Oh, he said, this is Bill saying, the surest sign that intelligent life exists is that it has never tried to contact us. Yeah, that's a good one. And here's one, I don't know. He said, getting an inch of snow is like winning 10 cents in a lottery. I suppose if you're a skier, that's what you think. Okay. And he said, the problem with the future is it keeps turning into the present. And then we know what happens to the present. That goes into the past. And he said also at the end, he says, I like things better when I didn't understand them.
That's good.
That was good. Well, our humor tonight is going to be umbrella humor.
Okay.
So get your umbrella ready.
It's in the back seat.
Okay.
Dry.
Yeah, fortunately, we don't. All those pop-up showers we've been having for the last few days, and we needed the umbrella. Okay, what do you get when you spend $5 on an umbrella?
You get a cheap umbrella.
Well, that's very close. He said, the answer is you get wet.
Yep.
They don't work here. Why did the umbrella go to therapy?
I don't know.
Because it had issues with opening up. That's
the $5 one.
That's the $5 one. Right?
Broken.
How did the umbrella become so successful?
Ooh. I don't know.
Because it knew how to weather any storm.
Ah.
Why was the umbrella a big fan of the rainy season?
Because that's where you get used, right?
Well, I think you're very close to that. It says because then it was in its element.
There you go. Bingo.
Why did the ice cream cone come with an umbrella?
I don't know.
Because the ice cream had too many sprinkles on top.
Oh, that's cute. Sprinkles, of course.
What did the umbrella say to the rainy weather?
What's up?
Well, that's a good answer. The one they said was, you can't dampen my spirits. Okay, how does an umbrella feel in a hurricane?
Worthless. Useless.
Oh, the answer they gave was blown away.
There you go.
It probably would be, right?
No, you can't open up. Can't do anything.
And what do you call a group of umbrellas singing together?
Whoa, pass.
It's called a canopy.
Oh, canopy. It's cute.
Okay, which brings us to our dear Chuck Norris.
Okay.
The man, the myth, the legend.
All right.
Okay, when it's raining, Chuck Norris doesn't need an umbrella because he can just dodge the raindrops.
There you go.
That's one of them. And then there's a couple of others. Chuck Norris doesn't need an umbrella because rain knows better than to fall on Chuck Norris.
That's with Chuck.
And the last one is, Chuck Norris once played a round of golf at Augusta, Georgia, with a rotten tomato, a toothpick, and an umbrella. He then shot a hole in zero. Bada boom.
A little bit over my head like the umbrella. That was a like I say, the Afterglow Show was very, very pretty, and it was a nice sunset. It kind of went into the darkness there for a little bit, but as I was walking over here, I actually saw it was a little bit of the very, very bright afterglow. So I caught a little glimpse of it. It popped out just for a little bit there at the end. But we'll see what happens tomorrow here. I'm Alec Whittier signing off. Over to you, Sunset Lady.
Well, thank you, Alec Whittier, and we want to thank all those who have subscribed, shared our channel with their family and friends, hit that like button, and shared their comments in our great Sunset Family Chat. And I saw a lot of wonderful new friends tonight. That's a wonderful thing. It all helps us reach our goal here for the YouTube. So have a good rest of your day, sweet dreams, as we play our theme song called Running Around This Town, and all the best from Sunset Lady.